It was the end of a brutal series, a crescendo of passion and pride where stories of redemption, heartbreak, defiance, and controversy intertwined under the lights in Newcastle. State against state, mate against mate, but in the women's state of origin, it was far more than just a game. It was legacy. It was fire. And as the final whistle sounded, what remained were 5 tales that will echo long after the bruises fade. Ali Brigginshaw, the enduring heartbeat of Queensland, stood in the storm's eye. Criticised, benched, even bullied. After years of wearing maroon with distinction, she faced the wrath of doubters and the unforgivable biller of trolls. Her family, devastated. Her wife, revealing the depths of abuse they'd endured, including vile calls for self-harm. Yet in the face of that darkness, Brigginshaw found light in football once again. When she entered the field 15 minutes into Game 3, she wasn't just a player filling space, she was a general reclaiming her battlefield. Not in the halves this time, but roving as dummy half and lock, orchestrating, controlling, calming. She did it not for praise, not for records, but for the love of the game. "Tonight I remembered why I play footy," she said. "I love it. I got to feel that again tonight. No thoughts of retirement. Not now. Not when her heart still beats for Queensland. I'll play any position I'm asked. I just want to be out there." She may be 35, but that number has nothing to do with the size of her spirit. And then there was chaos from the very first whistle. Queensland, desperate to disrupt the Blues' momentum, attempted a cheeky short kick-off that barely made it 5 meters before tumbling embarrassingly over the sideline. Fans who hadn't even reached their seats were already stunned. It was bold. It was bizarre. And it backfired. Later, New South Wales tried the same thing, but with precision. Jessie Southwell's restart was a thing of calculated genius. Right winger Jamie Chapman timed her chase perfectly. The ball dribbled just over the 40 meters mark. She pounced. But then, confusion. The game stopped. Silence. Until referee Belinda Sharp blew the whistle and pointed for a penalty to Queensland. No one really understood why, and yet the decision stood. Among all this, the most emotional moment belonged to Isabelle Kelly. In the 21st minute, she appeared to have scored a flawless try on the left edge after a silky shift from the Blues. The celebrations began. Southwell lined up the kick. But the bunker had other ideas. Review time. No obstruction. No foul play. But the footage revealed the unthinkable. Kelly, in her own drive to the line, had actually prevented the ball from touching the turf. She held herself up with her own forearm. It was heartbreak by inches. A small, technical rule. Pedantic, yes, but clear. Try denied. For the captain, it was more than just a missed 4 points. It was personal. After the match, having lifted the shield, she couldn't hold back the tears. "I get disappointed when I let my team down, it makes me emotional," she whispered, voice cracking, before stepping aside to breathe. Her coach, John Strange, stood beside her, a silent pillar of support. "She's an inspiration," he said. And no one in the room doubted it. But Origin always needs a villain, doesn't it? Enter Jayme Fressard. She didn't just score 4 tries in the series, she declared herself the agitator-in-chief. Wearing the number 5 but playing like a provoker, Fressard got in faces, ruffled feathers, and lit emotional fires in her Queensland opponents. Sienna Lofapo, Lauren Brown, Shanae Chicholka. She didn't care who it was, she had something to say to everyone. And as she left the field at halftime, jawing with a grin, she played the victim card with perfection. "I feel like that's all they've got, just try to get us angry," she smirked. So keep going. Classic heel work. Origin theatre at its finest. And in the end, it all came down to a final act of madness. New South Wales, down by 4, searching desperately for a crack in Queensland's line. The siren had sounded. This was it. This was the last play. And it was Ali Brigginshaw, of course it was, who read the play like a seasoned novelist. Yasmin Clydesdale launched a pass into traffic, but Brigginshaw was already there. She snatched it clean. She could have hit the ground and ended it all. But no, she ran. For 20 meters she surged, glory in her eyes. And then, a pass. Yes, she offloaded. Emily Bass on the wing took it. Surely she'd kick it out. Nope. She darted infield. The crowd gasped. What was happening? Then she passed to chaos. In a series defined by courage, by raw emotion, and occasionally wild decision-making, it was a fitting finale. No scriptwriter could have penned it better. The veterans, the rookies, the heroes, the villains, all played their part. In the end, Queensland claimed pride, New South Wales lifted the shield, and the fans were gifted one of the most compelling State of Origin trilogies in memory. But this wasn't just a game of rugby league. It was Ali Brigginshaw finding herself again. It was Isabelle Kelly breaking, not from defeat, but from the weight of leadership. It was Jayme Fressard embracing the role of antagonist in a sea of tradition. It was chaos at kickoffs, rulebook technicalities, heart-stopping plays, and the kind of passion you can't fake. This was women's Origin, raw, real, and roaring.